Hey YouTube, I have a little story to tell you. A week ago, I participated in a game jam. It was hosted by Synty. That is a company which creates awesome low-poly style assets. You probably know them. It lasted 24 hours and it started at 1 PM in New Zealand, which means for me 3 AM, since I am living in Germany. But I was really hyped for the jam, so I thought, screw sleep! Today I will learn something cool. For a second I thought about making a game, but then I found out that it's just about a good idea. So I decided to make an image. The theme of the jam, by the way, was the number 8. They had their 8th birthday as a company. That's why. So I started by... yes. And I finished with that. Oh, and by the way, there was a restriction for the entries. You were not allowed to use more than 8 assets. And they all had to be Synty assets. Can you spot the 8 different assets that were used? Take a look at the sun and the stars in the background. What do you think? How were they made? A couple of days later, they announced the winner and some honorable mentions. I didn't win and I wasn't an honorable mention. I'm not sure if it was that what drove me crazy or if it's just that I didn't had any professional feedback on what I worked on for like 20 hours. I'm not joking, that was really hitting me hard. And it's hard for me to say why exactly. Maybe it's just hard for me to admit the truth. Whatever, this is not the end of the story. A day later, a guy with the role Senior Tech Expert sends a message in the Jam Discord channel that he would share thoughts on entries for the jam. So I sent him the link to my entry and he gave me exactly the feedback I needed. He literally just made me so happy with that. I don't mean the part where he says how good some things are in it. I mean the things he didn't like. That was what made me extremely grateful for him sharing his thoughts. I only rotated the rocks in the background on the Z-axis. When I made these rocks, I didn't even thought about rotating them in 2 ways, because I already used them in the game and was able to add variety with different rock models. So that was like a lesson about model reusage in 2 sentences. Also, look at the people in the foreground. They're in 1 line. This is distracting, but I probably wouldn't have ever noticed it without someone like Tim telling me. Here you see another lesson in 1 sentence. Thank you so much, Tim. So what I'm trying to say is, criticism is the most important thing when you want to improve. This is, by the way, applicable for every critique that you get in your life. So hopefully, when someone criticizes you, the next time you will appreciate it instead of trying to invalidate it. Bye.